Hi guys, welcome to today's session. So today we will be discussing about that what can be the strategy for our upcoming examination of RBI Grade B for the reasoning section. We already know that the notification is out and we are supposed to have the exam on 18th of October for phase 1. So we know that reasoning has the highest weightage, right? 60 marks. So how do we maximize our scores in the reasoning section? What should be the strategy for the remaining 40 days, 30, 40 days, right? So we have to analyze that. And today we will be discussing all of that only, right? So chalo, let's quickly start this session. And I hope everybody has already joined and do share this session with your friends as well who are preparing for your RBI Grade B examination. Okay. तो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड एंड यस आई होप यू हैव ऑलरेडी डाउनलोडेड द ऐप फॉर ऑलीवुड तो सबसे पहले तो ऐप डाउनलोड कर लेना so that you can have a look at the daily live classes that are available for free and also do subscribe to the official channel of Olive Board for the regulatory channel on YT. Do not forget to tune in there because you have a lot of classes in the app as well as on the YT here, right? So do not forget to tune in there. Okay. So download the app for the latest PDFs also you can do that, right? So if you want to download any PDFs, like let's suppose we have so many classes for phase 1 as well as phase 2 on YT here, so you can download all those YT PDFs from the app itself, right? So app जरूर से download कर लेना. Okay. So now let's understand. First of all, we need to understand that what should be the preparation strategy. What are the topics that are important here, and how much weightage do we have, right? Maximum लोगों का question क्या होता है कि मैम, what kind of questions did we come across in the past few years, right? How much was the weightage? Where should we maximize our attempts in here? So if we talk about these years, you can see that maximum number of questions have come from two topics, that is puzzles and seating arrangement. Like here you can see we have 27 questions in total. Here you can see we have 29 questions in total, right? Here also 30, here also 23, isn't it? So you can see high number of questions, like almost 50%, almost 50%, near about 50% in from puzzles and seating arrangement. After that you can see the second highest is for critical reasoning, data decision making, right? So critical reasoning or logical reasoning or data decision making can be there in your examination. So 13 questions in the last year, 9 questions here, 12 here, 12 here. Similarly, after that we have input output, which generally comes as a set of 5. You have been seeing a set of input output in the exam every time, so set of 5 you can see has been coming in the recent years. Similarly, after that we have data sufficiency also, which has a high weightage, so data sufficiency also comes in the examination. Apart from that, generally you will have syllogism, which is reverse syllogism, can be sometimes simple syllogs questions also, but generally it is reverse syllogism or coded syllogism which is there. So reverse syllogism you can see 3, 4, 3 and 2. Similarly, you have inequality, so it can be like logs and inequality both, right? Like in 2023 we saw that okay, we had both topics, here also both, here also both. Last year we did not have inequality in here. Alphanumeric again can be there, alphanumeric series with certain characters given and then followed by following questions, right? Coding decoding also is can be there, like Chinese coding decoding or single coding decoding can be there. Last year we did not have, this year we can expect coding decoding too. Blood relation or direction sense, it is generally like one of them will be there. So if blood relation is there, direction sense is not there, or direction sense is there, blood relation is not there, or it may be that okay, both of them are there, right? Depending on the number of questions they can divide that. Okay, so here last year we saw that we had direction sense. Generally it is a normal simple question based on direction sense, where you have certain points which are with reference to each other which are given, and you have to make the diagram and answer the questions, right? It's a very doable question. Similarly, ranking and ordering is another topic which can be there. Now if we talk about the structure here, you can see mostly this is going to be on the difficult side. मतलब अगर हम बात करें puzzles and seating arrangement की, you will see that these questions will be difficult. Like let's suppose if we have 27 questions, so there must have been 6 puzzles at least. Okay, like 5 puzzles and plus 2, और या फिर आपका कुछ ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि 4 puzzles of 5 into 4, and then we had something of 3 and then 4, or it can be single puzzles also, right? So it is not necessary that it has to be always a set of 5. It can be a set of 3, it can be a single question, it can be set of 2. Okay, so that makes the difficulty even more there, है ना? Because we are taking that much amount of time, we are taking 10 minutes or let's suppose 5 minutes to solve that question, but we have only two questions to answer. So make sure that you check how many questions are associated with a particular puzzle. It is not always necessary that there will be 5 questions with every puzzle. If it has 5 questions, then spending 8 minutes, has 7 8 minutes for one question is okay. But if you have only, like, let's suppose 2 questions and you are spending 10 minutes, that does not make sense. You could have done something else, isn't it? So here you will see that mostly puzzles and seating arrangement is going to be on the difficult side. Now, if you are good with critical reasoning, you can score well in this particular topic. So if you are good, absolutely it can be a great attempt for you guys, right? You can maximize your scores in critical reasoning. Okay, apart from that, the complete miscellaneous part can be the more scoring part here. Okay, I'll not say that puzzles cannot be scoring. Puzzles also, let's suppose if you have 5 puzzles, out of 5 puzzles there will be minimum 2 puzzles which will be doable. Okay, so you have to be sure that which are those 2 puzzles which we have to complete, right? So 2 to 3 puzzles we can complete easily. Okay, so you can store, like, let's suppose out of 27 questions we are trying to go for 15 questions from puzzles and seating arrangement. From critical reasoning, you can see if you have 13 questions in here, at least there has to be some 7 to 8 questions which you can do, right? So 15 plus 7, let's suppose 22 from here. Apart from that, you can see silogs you have to do. So if you have 3 questions, so 3 questions from here. Alphanumeric series also is a absolutely doable topic. Input output depends on the complexity of the structure, that is what is the logic that they have used. So you have to be careful. Let's suppose we are not able to analyze this input output. Let's say we are not able to analyze it, so we will get a 0 in there, right? If you are not able to understand the pattern, or let's suppose you are not able to get through the logic there, don't waste your time on input output. But it can be a very doable question also. So I'll absolutely suggest that please first go through the question, try to understand the logic within 2 or 3 minutes. If you are able to understand the logic, go ahead and solve the question, because it will give you solid 5 marks, right? If you are not able to get it through first 2 3 minutes, that is logic बिल्कुल नहीं समझ में आ रहा, तो it's better to shift to the next question. It's better to do data sufficiency in that particular scenario. So if you have 4 questions for data sufficiency, at least 2 questions can be done from data sufficiency. Similarly, direction and direction sense can be done. All 3 questions could be completed. Ranking and ordering is also another topic which you can complete here. So how much are we getting in here? 15 plus 8, 23, 23 plus 6 is 29. 29 and 2 is 31, 31 and you can see 5, 36. So we were talking about scoring 35 plus. You can see that already we are scoring 36 when we have taken only the minimum number of cases. I am not even taking all the puzzles in seating arrangement or all the critical reasoning here, right? I have taken just 3 puzzles here, which you have to find out of the 5 to 6 puzzles that are given in here, right? Which will be there, absolutely, which will be there, guys. So you have to make sure that you are able to analyze it well, that which is the doable question, which is the one that you should not be doing, right? So वो चीज थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. Now, how do we know and analyze that whether a puzzle or seating arrangement is doable or not? In the exam, if you are able to make the connecting pairs, like A is connected to B, B is connected to C, C is connected to D. If you are able to find that connectivity between the puzzle or seating arrangement, that means it's a doable puzzle. If everything is not related to each other, like A is second to the left of B, then we have C is third to the right of D, then we have E is opposite to F. These 3 pointers are not related to each other. You cannot place them. You will have to take cases. More the number of cases, that means more the time that you will be spending, right? So be careful about that. Depends on the number of variables, how many variables you have to handle. Depends on the fixed information, how much fixed information is given. Fixed information means A goes on Saturday or A teaches maths. So these things cannot be changed, right? They are fixed information here. More the number of fixed information, it is easier to solve because it is given, right? There is nothing that is going to change in there. So these type of things can be helpful to analyze that which of the puzzles or seating arrangement should be done before. Okay. So chalo, let's understand that what was the paper pattern in the last year, what was the difficulty level. So you can see we had 27 questions from puzzles and seating arrangement. These were some of the topics that we came across, and the level of this is difficult. Okay, so this is difficult level here. Reverse syllogism, why have they said difficult? Because it is time taking. Like let's suppose if you are having one question, you will take at least 1.5 minutes to solve the question completely, unless and until you are not able to eliminate the options here. So use rules, use the analytical approach, try to eliminate some of the options on the basis of the rules that we have. Like let's suppose if you have a positive kind of a conclusion, you should have something positive in the set of statements to arrive at that. If you have everything negative, you cannot have a definite positive conclusion. Similarly, to have a negative conclusion, there has to be something negative in the set of statements. If everything is positive, you cannot have a definite negative conclusion. To have a no as a conclusion, right, to have a definite no as a conclusion, either you should have a no or a only in the set of statement. Similarly, to have a all as a conclusion, you should have minimum two alls as a statement. That is all A are B, all B are C. Then only you can infer that okay, all A will be C. So minimum two alls are required to have a all as a definite conclusion. है ना? And similarly, if something is directly contradicting, like let's suppose the conclusion is given as some A or B, and somewhere in the statement it is given that no A or B. Okay, or let's suppose it is said that all A or B, and somewhere in the statement it is said some A are not B, or only a few A are B. So you can directly eliminate that because it is contradicting the given statement there. है ना? So statement is contradicting the conclusion. So contradictions can be eliminated directly. Okay, so that can be helpful here. So this was again difficult. Ranking and ordering generally moderate level. Data sufficiency moderate to difficult. Some of the questions can be moderate also. This direction sense is generally moderate, easy to moderate level. It is not going to be something very, very difficult. Similarly, critical reasoning, difficult because we have lengthy passages, right? It is not going to be very direct. But out of 13 questions also, like let's suppose 13 is there, so there will be some topics which you will be comfortable in, right? So you have to practice and find out the topics where you are comfortable. Like let's suppose if you are comfortable with course of action, or you are comfortable with cause and effect, or you are comfortable with what should be the conclusion or the assumption, or strengthening or weakening the data. So you have to analyze that decision making. You have to analyze that which is that particular topic which you are comfortable with. Find those topics in the critical reasoning, but I'll again suggest that please go through the complete question of CR. Without going through that particular question, do not skip just by looking at the length. It is not necessary that it's going to be a difficult question. Sometimes it is directly given in the passage itself. It's just that it's a lengthy passage, but it is very, very easy question. So please make sure that you go through the question completely, है ना? Also, machine input was difficult. The logic can be difficult. So it is again, I'm saying that again, if you are able to analyze the logic within the first 3 minutes, absolutely go ahead and solve it. If you are not able to analyze, like let's suppose if there is a step-by-step solution of a machine input output, like let's suppose there are 5 steps or 6 steps given in that question, and every step has a different logic. You are able to analyze step 1, step 2, step 3, but you are not able to get the logic for step 4, or let's suppose step 5 you are not able to analyze. Okay, so please make sure that you go through the question and check that if we have any question which is associated with step 1, 2 or 3, because if something is associated with step 1, 2 or 3 which you are able to analyze, that means you can at least answer that particular question in that input output, है ना? So be careful about that also. Okay, alphanumeric again can be a doable question here. So it was moderate, which was not very difficult. So alphanumeric again, it is not very difficult question, but you have to be very, very cautious that you do not make reading errors here or counting errors here, right? So alphanumeric में वो गलती बहुत common होती है. So be careful about that. Okay. So now let's analyze that what is the 40 days planner. We know that we have the exam on 18th of October, right? So you can see that we have almost like 40 days here. So what should be the strategy for our upcoming phase 1 preparation here for the reasoning section? So this is what our team has prepared. So you can see here that we are talking about the chapters that you have to cover thoroughly. Also you have to make sure that you give the mocks for this. Also you have to make sure that you give the sectional test, the free tests that are available. Okay, so everything you have to make sure that you are going through this. Similarly, classes for the these topics, right, whether it is paid or whether it is available on YT, so you have to make sure that you go through this. Okay, so let's analyze this once, and I'll remove myself from the screen so that you can see this completely here. Okay, so if we talk about the reasoning section, you can see that we have taken reasoning on day 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you can see what are the topics we have covered. All the miscellaneous part here, like blood relation is there, syllogisms are there, direction sense is there, right? So these three are miscellaneous, which can be very, very scoring here, because generally we come across three questions from blood relations, three questions from reverse syllogism. Direction sense can again be a set of three, so you can see it has a high weightage here, right? So you have to make sure that you give at least 2 to 3 hours on this particular day here, when we have considered fourth, fifth, and sixth day. So make sure that you practice at least 50 questions of each of these topics here. Okay, similarly, day 11, 12, and 13, now we have to focus on the puzzles and seating arrangement, because it has a very, very high weightage. So make sure that you at least have 20 questions, or at least 20 to 25 from seating arrangement. Similarly, 20 to 25 good level puzzles. I am not saying the ones that you come across in your PO prelims. Okay, not for IBPS PO prelims. You have to practice at the mains level, because for RBI grade B, you can absolutely compare it with your mains level, like RRB PO mains. Okay, or IBPS PO mains. What you come across in your normal banking section, in the main section, you will have that in RBI grade B. So seating arrangement and puzzles have to be done there, from there, right? So if you have the access to, let's suppose, Puzzle Mania from Olive Board, that is a very good source for good puzzles, good level puzzles. Also, you can check out the PYQs, right? So previous year questions, if you have the access to it, Olive Board provides the PYQs there. So if you have the access to them, absolutely go ahead and check those out, right? They will be very, very helpful. So you can see you have to make sure that you give the RBI grade B full length mock 1 and 2 in here on the day 7th, right? That makes that you have to be aware of the topics well beforehand. It is just about the practice guides. I'm not saying that it is like you have started the preparation now. I'm expecting that you already know the concept and now you have to prepare. Okay, so you must prepare, you must practice, and you can see day 7th has to be the first and second mock, and you have to make sure that you are practicing well, and also you are matlab you are able to analyze it well, that is what you did wrong है ना. तो analysis भी बहुत जरूरी है. Then you can see puzzles and seating arrangement. Then we have inequality and machine input output. Similarly, here in the 19th day, if you come, we have critical reasoning. So again, make sure that you practice critical reasoning here, right? At least some 60, 50, 40, 50 questions have to be done, right? So critical reasoning has to be done here. Topics to cover here will be critical reasoning on day 19th, and you have to make sure that you again give a mock in between, right? So you can see day 7th, day 14th, we are covering these mocks here. Similarly, 20th day, you can see again we have the 5th and 6th mock. Okay, now here where are we covering then the reasoning part? You can see first we have concluded all the miscellaneous here. You can see miscellaneous we have completed here, puzzles and seating arrangement we have done here. Similarly, we have also done critical reasoning here. Okay, so most of the topics we have covered. The rest of the topics you will be getting from the mocks as well, right? So mock, sectional test, that also you can get. And then you can see that we have to analyze the PYQs, right? So PYQs in the test format that we provide on Olive Board's website, you can go and check that. So you have that also. So PYQs is very important so that you understand the level of the questions. So make sure that you go for PYQs of every subject, whether it is your quant, reasoning, English, anything at all, hai na? So that you have to make sure that you give. Okay, so this is the pattern that you have to follow for the reasoning section, and similarly for other sections also. So make sure that you follow this, right? So क्या करना है यहाँ पर, अगर मैं इसको समराइज कर दूं, that what you have to make sure is that you have to practice miscellaneous a lot, because you have to focus more on the miscellaneous and also on the puzzles and seating arrangement and the critical reasoning. You have to focus on these topics here so that you are able to maximize your scores in the miscellaneous. You can skip 2 or 3 puzzles, right? But you cannot skip scoring well in the miscellaneous, because miscellaneous is the one that will help you to fetch more marks in this examination. So data sufficiency, blood relation, direction sense, coding decoding, inequality, syllogisms, right? Critical reasoning, these are some of the topics. Input output, these are some of the topics which can fetch you more marks in the examination. Okay, alphanumeric series, meaningful word, right? Pair of alphabets, those single questions can be there. So these topics can be very helpful to maximize your number of scores here. So make sure that you practice practice them absolutely well. Make sure that you have the access to the sectional test, the topic wise tests for this, right? So if you have the access to Olive Board, you must be getting the sectional test. You have the access to the topic wise test. You have the access to the full length mock. Also, we have some live tests that are happening over the weekend. So do check those out. Okay. So you have to make sure that you are practicing on this particular level so that you can absolutely maximize your scores in the reasoning section, because we know that reasoning has a highest weightage in the exam, 60 marks, right? So if you are able to score well in this particular paper in the reasoning section, absolutely your scores will be boosted in the phase 1, है ना? So chalo, I hope we were able to understand everything here. In case you have any doubts, please feel free to mention it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help you out and answer your doubts there. Okay. Also, we have a RBI Grade B preparation kit. So the link for this is mentioned in the comment section below. It has been pinned there, right? So do check it out. So it includes these 10 free ebooks, which comprises of all of this, right? So if you're preparing for RBI Grade B, do check out this. This is absolutely free here. Free में available है. Please do not miss it out, right? So RBI Grade B 2025 complete guide, 100 plus economic and finance term, RBI Grade B pre-YQs for last 5 years. Budget has been there. RBI Grade B 2024 AIR notes are available. Right. Similarly, these all things are there, right? So curated by RBI Grade B toppers and experts, right? So do check it out. So चलो, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session and found this useful here. किसी को कोई भी डाउट होता है guys, तो please feel free to comment it in the comment section. If you like this session, please don't forget to like the session and do share it with your friends as well who are preparing for the RBI Grade B, right? And yes, we are having YT sessions on 9 a.m. Okay, YT sessions 9 a.m. Monday we are having, and we are solving the live test that you have over the weekend. So 9 a.m. every Monday you can tune in on the YT channel for some reasoning practice there as well. Okay. So chalo, thank you so much. We'll see you again with another session. I hope you enjoyed this session. In case you have doubts, feel free to mention it in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you out with that there. Okay. So chalo, thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Thank you.